and welcome to Diecast Restos, where you could win this 32C Leyland Petrol Tanker, once it's restored obviously. All you have to do is leave a like and leave a comment. This is to celebrate reaching the 100 video milestone recently, so once this video reaches 400 likes, I'll do the draw, so get liking and get commenting. I'll be restoring 3 examples of this casting, produced by Lesney for the Matchbox range from 1968. It was converted to Superfast wheels in 1970 and remained in the series until 1973. One of the 4 I have here is missing the tank, so I'll be using this for spares. The truck is based on Leyland's Octopus 8-wheeler, fitted with their revolutionary tilting ergomatic cab. None of the 4 castings I have are in particularly good condition, but here's a pic of a mint example, noting the BP paper label, not a decal. And here's a real life example of the Leyland Octopus. The casting shares its platform with the earlier 10D Leyland pipe truck that came out in 1966. I restored one of these in February 2020. I'll leave a link here as I briefly summarise the history of the ergomatic cab and Leyland in that video. I don't think it'll be much fun to listen to the same old info regurgitated, so do check the 10D video out if you like. The construction of the two are much the same. The 3 rear sets of axles are attached to the metal casting, while the front axle is combined with the grille, bumper and headlights on a separate plastic piece. These plastic parts were mostly chrome plated, but some, including one of my examples, had uncoated white plastic. The 3rd example I showed at the beginning of the video was my white model, but that was in a shocking state. The white plastic base versions are rarer and slightly more valuable in pristine condition. One difference between the pipe truck and the tanker is the riveted on tank for the rear, where the 10D had cast-in supports for the pipes. These were later changed on the Superfast models to a plastic clip. The tanks on the 32C were initially adorned with BP decals, but these were changed to paper labels later in the production run. Now, in 2 separate goes, I put the chassis and cab selection in for a paint strip. So I opted to give this model away after 400 likes because my most liked video is sat at around 410 at the time of recording. So 1, it would be great to beat that, and 2, it's not a ridiculous target in my mind. We might have to fast forward several months until it's achieved, but it's worth a go I suppose. You've got to be in it to win it, so leave me any old comment, though compliments are always well received, and vitally click that like button. I'll do a quick plug for subscribing too while I'm at it. It remains that less than half of my video views are from subscribers. Thanks to you guys who already are and have to hear this spiel every now and again. You do contribute to 55% of the overall watch time though, so thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed already though, please do so in order for you to stay up to date with my latest releases. Anyway, back to the truck. The regular and Superfast wheels 32C was available in Europe, painted light blue, with a white tank. These were given Aral decals, Aral being a German oil company. Originals of these are extremely rare and expensive, though naturally there are a number of fakes around. Here is how the full width of the bumper should look on the 32C. After using some milliput, I haven't been able to replicate the original exactly, but I have put enough on to smooth it off by filing it down later on. For now though, I polish up the 4 windscreens, first with Autosol, and then using Astonish to make it really pop. In addition to the Aral vehicles, the Superfast version had designs especially commissioned by American Matchbox collector Bob Brennan of the National Association of Matchbox Collectors. They were painted metallic purple and had a silver tank, with National Association of Matchbox Collectors displayed across the sides. Hundreds of these were commissioned by Mr. Brennan, but uptake was poor and many ended up being sold through toy dealers. Later, another more conventionally painted tanker was commissioned by the NAMC, this time in red with a white tank. With the primer now applied across the chassis and rear tank, I can begin spraying the colour. First up is Tamiya's TS35 Park Green for the cab section. This is a little lighter than the original shade, but not by much. This high coat automotive paint is excellent in white. Throughout COVID, and prior to it actually, it had been really difficult to source Tamiya's white aerosols. This has now become my go-to choice however. The chrome plated base receives a coating of silver prior to chrome application. And my white base is coated in white paint to cover over the aging and yellowing exposed plastic. This is where I coated the grille in chrome, but the battery ran out and I didn't notice until the task was complete. So instead, here I am hammering on the wheels onto the axles onto the base, and then chroming the axle ends. So now I can reassemble the models. All of the wheels have been reattached, all 24 of them. That was quite some doing. The blue window piece easily slots into the cabin. Then the base is manoeuvred in, first via the grille, and it is sealed by pushing down on the short and stumpy rivet post. Lastly, the white tank reattaches by pushing down on the central rivet post, lining it up with the chassis. Once it is in position, I lock it down with my M2 screw. Next, it's time for my reproduction BP decals. I moisten the area where the decals will be placed in order to allow some movement for accurate positioning. The logo's average position tends to be placed just behind the second set of axles. It takes a little while to get it exactly where I want it, but when I'm happy with it, I'll squeeze the excess moisture from the decal and surrounding areas with a cotton bud. Finally, I douse on some Mr. Mark softer solution and again roll off the excess. So here is how one of my 4 32C Leyland Petrol tankers looked when we started. 3 were very play-worn and all had some form of damage, while one of them didn't even have a rear tank at all. Since I've accumulated so many, I thought this would be a great opportunity to give something back by doing a prize draw. So leave a comment, any comment, and leave a like. And once the likes reach 400, you could be in with a chance of winning one of these. This truck is beaming in a new coat of green and white, while the chrome plastic grille is a lot better than the horrible scratched and pitted before example. These BP decals are of excellent quality. They look very authentic. Each of the 32 wheels I removed were bathed in Citadel gloss, saving 8 for other projects. Those axle ends also received Molotow chrome to make them shine, just like the grille. So to be in with a chance of winning, hit that like button and leave a comment. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button as well. I'll probably do some more giveaways in the near future if this is a success. Thanks to all my regular viewers and existing subscribers for your continued support, and a special thanks to my Patreon supporters who help keep this channel going. Take a look at all 3 finished models at the end of the video. That just leaves me to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.